Hello, and thanks for joining us to learn more about a new partnership between the Sioux Falls School District and Avera. We are so glad to have you join us today, and our work around this topic is really about strengthening families and providing information to families for their time of need, whatever that might be. We're going to start with a few quick introductions, so if you would please.
My name is Thomas Otten. I'm the Assistant Vice President at Avera Behavioral Health.
Wonderful.
My name is Jamie Nold. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of the Sioux Falls School District.
And I'm Patty Lake Torbert, Senior Coordinator for Student Support Services.
All right, so let's kick this discussion off and talk about the Family Forum series, something new for the 22-23 school year. And how did this all come to be?
Well, we started out with just a conversation, and Patty Lake Torbert came in and just started to talk through some things that we could add to our things that we provide for parents and what other resources could we have available for them. And there's some outside entities, national entities that had contacted her and they wished to come in and provide some of those services. And yet we knew that we had a great resource right here in our own community with Avera. And there's been so many partnerships we've had with Avera. This just made it such a natural fit. So the first thing we did is reached out to Avera and Mr. Otten and just asked if they'd be interested in doing something in a partnership with us. And so it's just such a natural fit, but it was really came to being because of that conversation, and the conversation that started with Patty Lake Torbert, just to say, hey, we'd like to provide this for our families. What do you think about this national entity? And instead we did a partnership with local.
Yeah. Great idea. We know how much Avera has supported our school district and our community as a whole. When you heard this idea, run with it, right?
Yeah, absolutely loved it. I mean, it's a credit to the Sioux Falls School District that while their goal is to educate kids, the parents are a really important component of that. So to see beyond just what the kids needs, what do the parents need? What resources could we provide? Is very forward thinking, and we were on board immediately. It's certainly something that I think falls in our wheelhouse of expertise, and we're happy to help.
That's so great. Patty, you are head of our counselors and our student services department, and the past couple of years have been challenging on a lot of fronts. And that piece of mental health is always, you have to be well in order to learn. You have to be well in order to go to work and that type of thing. So talk us through a couple of the topics that will be addressed throughout this Family Forum series.
It's interesting when we were talking about the different topics that we could use, so many of these have been around forever. They really have been, because it really is us trying to give out information in a different format to our parents. They've been asking for years. We've had parenting classes, we have newsletters that principals and counselors and superintendents give information, and this is wonderful because it's meeting parents where they're at now, being able to have that link and go into their home. So when we were looking at topics, we really were choosing what were parents asking for over the past few years. So not just over the past 2 years, but last few years. And we were finding that it still comes back around to topics such as anxiety and topics such as social media and how to work with that. And then delving a little bit into how students view their not just their mental health, but also their health and body image. So
very important topics, as you said. Those topics really have been around for years, but we're doing this year in a digital, virtual format where families can join us from the comfort of their home and join us anonymously, so they can watch the presentations that will be done by our Avera experts. And why is that so important, do you think?
Yeah, I think that anonymity just allows them to take in that education, and they can participate in whatever way or whatever level they want to. And so the anticipation is that it will be about a half hour or so presentation, and then we'll certainly leave some time for questions. And if parents have questions, we'd be delighted to answer those questions. And other parents may say, I've got my information from the presentation, and they can log off at that time. So it really gives kind of the most flexibility to parents.
Right, and that virtual format is important for us because we've heard from parents from time to time who maybe they know their child, or they have a suspicion that their child is struggling with something, but they want to find out a little bit more before they contact someone else. So this is a great way for them to do that.
It's a great opportunity just to be able to get those resources and to be able to gain information. So if they do have questions on it, or maybe another family member or a relative, and they can really even direct them back to our website, because we will record those and have those available at the website so they can go back and view them at a later time, because we know that families are so involved right now and they have so many different commitments. So we'd love to have people live there and be able to see that. But if not, then go back and access it and truly have those resources within our own community that they can utilize to help their son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter, whoever that may be.
Right, and we do have people reaching out for those resources on a consistent basis. Our school counselors are certainly available and willing to direct people to crisis responses or resources, or just general information as a whole. But this is another tool, another opportunity.
Yeah, it really is. Getting back again to meeting parents where they're at. You know, before we were able to do that maybe a little bit more with phone calls or visits to the school. And now we're just taking that to that next level of saying we can come into your home now. And it's as easy as if you're eating supper and turn on your computer, you're going to be able to get that information.
Right. So the way we're going to do this is it will be a link through the Sioux Falls School District website, the counseling page, and then we will have a button there that says Family Forum Series, and parents will be able to join us in that conversation. And the tools we are going to be using, we won't know who's on the other end, so you can just assume that maybe if you're doing the presentation there are thousands of people watching you, but it'll be great to be able to have that time to present the information to families, and then up to them to take it further if they need to on those resources.
Absolutely. And I think, kind of as Patty said, these topics weren't picked out of a hat. It really is what parents have been asking for. Prior to the pandemic, mental health issues were on the rise, and certainly anxiety, depression, eating disorders being 3 of them. All of those will have topics that we're hitting on. So I think we're really trying to hit on the things that really matter to parents.
Yeah, exactly. So other topics include vaping and any electronic cigarettes or tobacco use, grief and loss, a couple of other things, and also helping a child resolve conflicts. Seems like there too, on the playground, conflicts at home with a parent. Those things are critically important.
And these are all things that we've heard from our parents that they truly need some resources on to be able to help their son or daughter to be able to be more effective in the school setting or just in their home or wherever that may be. So they're really topics that have come from the desire of our parents. And so we really look forward to being able to present that, and obviously in that partnership with Avera, because they have that professional skill set that will be able to help our families, and then we can utilize our student population or our parent population to be able to get that information out to them.
And what's great also is, even if you're not a parent, even if you don't have someone in the school district, Sioux Falls School District, I know Avera has a wide reach, and that this information is being shared through your network as well.
Absolutely. Yep. We've done actually forums kind of like this for school counselors for many years. So this is kind of taking it to that next level and really bringing it to the parents who want that kind of information.
Very good. We're so excited for the Family Forum series during the 22-23 school year. We hope you will join us. Even if you're not having that particular issue or have questions about that particular issue on the month that we're talking about it, we want you to be able to come back and view that as a resource and get the help your family needs, maybe a neighbor needs, just really anyone in our community. And so the 3rd Tuesday of every month through September through May, we will see you virtually. And I guess see you is a strong word, because we won't see you. You will be anonymous. You will see us on the 3rd Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. And again, you can find us by going to the Sioux Falls School District website, going to Parents and Students, then Counseling, and click on the Family Forum series. Thank you for joining us.